Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. To start with, currency exchange rates are determined by a variety of factors. These include the supply and demand for a particular currency in the foreign exchange market, geopolitical factors, economic conditions, and central bank policies. In the case of the Iraqi dinar, IQD, the rate against the US dollar is highly influenced by Iraq's oil-dependent economy, political stability, monetary policies of the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, and external factors such as US foreign policy. The Iraqi dinar has historically been pegged to the US dollar. This means that its value is closely tied to the US dollar, making it somewhat resistant to extreme fluctuations, but still subject to shifts based on various economic conditions. Iraq's economy is largely dependent on oil exports, which account for the majority of the country's revenue. This means that when oil prices rise, the country's economy tends to benefit, which can have a stabilizing effect on the dinar. Conversely, when oil prices fall, Iraq's economy can suffer, leading to downward pressure on the dinar. Given this background, the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Iraqi dinar is not just a technical detail, but a reflection of broader economic dynamics. The recent changes mentioned in the paragraph indicate that the value of the dinar has strengthened slightly against the US dollar in both Baghdad and Erbil. Specifically, the exchange rate in Baghdad has dropped from 151,800 dinars per 100 US dollars to 151,500 dinars. Similarly, in Erbil, the exchange rate for 100 US dollars has decreased to 151,600 dinars. This shift, while seemingly minor, can have several important implications. For example, a strengthening of the dinar could indicate a slight improvement in Iraq's economic conditions, or it might reflect a temporary shift in the supply and demand for US dollars in the country. Various factors could be at play here. Iraq's foreign exchange reserves, policies of the Central Bank of Iraq, and even geopolitical developments in the region could be influencing the dinar's value. For ordinary Iraqis, even small changes in the exchange rate can have a noticeable impact. Many goods and services in Iraq, especially imported items, are priced in US dollars. As a result, when the dinar strengthens against the dollar, it can lead to lower prices for these items, providing some relief for consumers. Conversely, a weaker dinar would make imported goods more expensive, contributing to inflation and potentially eroding the purchasing power of Iraqi citizens. The change in exchange rates can also have implications for businesses operating in Iraq. Companies that rely on imports or that deal with international transactions often need to keep a close eye on currency fluctuations, as these can affect their costs and profit margins. For example, if a business needs to purchase goods from abroad in US dollars, a stronger dinar would reduce their costs in local currency terms, potentially making their operations more profitable. On the other hand, businesses that earn revenue in US dollars, such as oil companies or exporters, may experience lower revenues in dinar terms when the currency strengthens. This dynamic highlights the complex interplay between exchange rates, business profitability, and economic growth in a country like Iraq. To understand why the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar fluctuates, it's important to consider the broader context. Iraq's economy has faced significant challenges in recent years, including political instability, ongoing security concerns, and the impact of falling oil prices. The COVID-19 pandemic also dealt a severe blow to the global economy, affecting oil demand and prices, which in turn affected Iraq's revenues. Despite these challenges, Iraq has taken steps to stabilize its economy and strengthen its currency. The Central Bank of Iraq has implemented measures aimed at stabilizing the dinar, including efforts to maintain a steady supply of US dollars in the local market. This is done through regular dollar auctions, where the central bank sells US dollars to licensed banks and financial institutions to meet the demand for foreign currency in the country. The goal of these dollar auctions is to prevent the dinar from depreciating too quickly, as a stable exchange rate is crucial for maintaining economic stability. However, the effectiveness of this strategy can be influenced by external factors such as oil prices, global economic conditions, and domestic political developments. In recent months, the Iraqi government has been trying to improve economic conditions by tackling corruption, enhancing governance, and implementing economic reforms. These efforts are crucial because a stable and well-governed economy tends to attract more foreign investment, which can help strengthen the local currency. Foreign direct investment, FDI, can bring much-needed capital into the country, creating jobs, boosting economic growth, and ultimately contributing to the stabilization of the dinar. Moreover, Iraq's relationship with international organizations, such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank, plays an important role in its economic outlook. The IMF has provided financial assistance to Iraq in the form of loans and has offered technical advice on economic reforms. These international engagements are important for bolstering investor confidence and supporting the country's long-term economic stability. The exchange rate fluctuations in Iraq are also influenced by geopolitical developments, both within the country and in the broader region. Iraq is located in a volatile part of the world, with conflicts and tensions in neighboring countries often affecting its economic stability. For example, disruptions in trade routes, changes in oil production, or instability in the region can all contribute to shifts in the exchange rate. In Erbil, the capital of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, the exchange rate dynamics are influenced by both regional and national factors. The Kurdistan region operates with a degree of autonomy from the central government in Baghdad, but it still uses the Iraqi dinar as its official currency. As a result, the exchange rate in Erbil is closely tied to the overall economic conditions in Iraq, but it can also be influenced by local factors, such as the region's oil production and its relations with the central government. The report mentions that the exchange rate in Erbil has also decreased, with the selling price of $100 now standing at 151,600 dinars, and the buying price at 151,500 dinars. This suggests that, like in Baghdad, there has been a slight strengthening of the dinar in Erbil. The reasons for this could be similar to those affecting Baghdad, such as changes in oil prices, shifts in the demand for US dollars, or interventions by the central bank. Overall, the fluctuations in the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Iraqi dinar reflect the complex interplay of various economic, political, and geopolitical factors. While the changes reported in the paragraph may seem minor, they can have a wide-ranging impact on the Iraqi economy and the daily lives of its citizens. A stronger dinar can lead to lower prices for imported goods, benefiting consumers, while a weaker dinar can contribute to inflation and increase the cost of living. For businesses, exchange rate changes can affect costs, revenues, and profitability, depending on their exposure to foreign currency transactions. In the long term, Iraq's ability to stabilize its currency and maintain a favorable exchange rate will depend on its success in addressing the underlying challenges facing its economy. This includes diversifying its sources of revenue beyond oil, improving governance, tackling corruption, and fostering an environment that encourages foreign investment. With the right policies in place, Iraq can strengthen its economy and achieve greater stability in its exchange rate, providing a more secure foundation for its citizens and businesses. The recent drop in the exchange rate, as reported by the agency, is a small but meaningful indicator of the ongoing dynamics in Iraq's economy. It highlights the importance of monitoring currency fluctuations and understanding their broader implications for the country's economic outlook. Thanks for tuning into IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.